In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the first and most important steps in starting your business, how to name your LLC or corporation. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and I know this part can feel both exciting and overwhelming. Choosing your business name feels like a creative decision, but it's also a legal one. It has to meet state requirements, can't be too similar to another company's name, and once you file it, changing it isn't simple. That's why I want to give you 10 practical tips for naming your business in a way that gets approved, protects you legally, and sets you up for long-term growth. By the end of this video, you'll feel much more confident about picking a name that fits your business and helps you move forward. Before we dive into the tips, let's talk about why your business name matters so much. Your name isn't just a label. It's the foundation of your brand and a key part of your legal identity. The right name helps you get approved by the state, protects you from legal issues, and makes it easier for customers to remember and trust you. On the flip side, the wrong name can slow down your filing, create trademark conflicts, or make you look unprofessional online. That's why this step really does deserve some thought. It's not just creative, it's strategic. Tip number 1, start with the legal requirements. Before you start brainstorming creative names, you need to understand the legal basics. Every state has rules for business names, and if you don't follow them, your filing will be rejected. For LLCs, you almost always need to include limited liability company or the abbreviation LLC. For corporations, it needs something like corporation, incorporated, or Inc. at the end. It might feel like a small detail, but it's a legal requirement. Imagine filing your articles of organization, paying your $150 fee, and then hearing back that your name was denied because you didn't add LLC. That's an expensive mistake. This is one reason people use services like LegalZoom. When you type in your name idea during setup, their systems check whether it meets state naming rules. It's a built-in safety net that saves you from delays. Tip number 2 is to run a state availability search. Once you know the structure of your name, the next step is checking whether it's available in your state. Every state has a business entity search tool, usually on the Secretary of State's website. You just type in your desired name, click search, and see what comes up. If there's an exact match, you can't use it. But even if there's something close, say Summit Consultants LLC, when you want Summit Consulting LLC, the state may still reject yours because it's confusingly similar. This is where tools like Northwest make things easier, so when you file with them, they run the availability search for you. If your name isn't clear, they'll let you know before filing so you don't waste your time. Tip number 3 is to reserve your name if you're not ready to file. Let's just say you found the perfect name, but you're not ready to file your LLC yet. Maybe you're still finalizing your business plan or figuring out your finances. Most states let you reserve a name for a small fee, usually between $25 and $50. This holds your name for 60 to 90 days, so no one else can grab it. I always think of this like putting a sold sign on your house. You're telling the state, this name is mine, I'm coming back for it. It's not required, but if you're not ready to submit paperwork yet, it gives you peace of mind. Tip number 4 is to avoid restricted or misleading words. So here's a tip that trips a lot of people up. Some words are restricted. If you use them without special permission, your application will be denied. Common restricted words are things like bank, insurance, trust, or credit union. You also can't use words that imply you're a government agency like FBI or Treasury. If you're thinking of naming your business, for example, Smith Trust Advisors LLC, that won't get approved unless you actually are a licensed trust company. That's why, again, services like LegalZoom and Northwest will flag these restricted words during the filing process so you don't waste your application fee. Tip number 5 is to do a trademark search. Checking with your state isn't enough. Just because a name is available in Illinois or Arizona doesn't mean you can use it everywhere. If someone has a federal trademark on the name, they could legally stop you from using it. That's why you should always search the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office database. You'll also want to do a quick Google search and check social media. If another company in your industry is already using the name, even if they're in a different state, you might be better off choosing something else. If you don't want to handle this step yourself, again, tools like LegalZoom offer trademark services that just make the process a lot simpler. Tip number 6 is to make it short and memorable. The best names are short, clear, and easy to remember. Customers shouldn't have to ask how to spell it or stumble over how to say it. Think about names like Target, Nike, or Uber. They're simple, and that's part of why they stick. If your name is too long or generic, people won't remember it. For example, Best Quality Home Renovation Solutions LLC. It's technically legal, but it's a mouthful. Something like Evergreen Renovations is easier to say easier to type, and more brandable. This is where Tailor Brands can really help. Not only do they assist your filings for your LLC, but they also offer branding tools like logo, design, domain registration, and website setup. That means your name and your brand identity can come together at the same time. Tip number 7 is to plan for future growth. When you're choosing a name, think about where your business will be in 5 or 10 years. A name that's too specific might hold you back. For example, Smith's T-shirt shop LLC works if you only ever plan to sell shirts. But what if you expand into hats and jackets and custom prints? Suddenly, your name feels limiting. It's smarter to pick something that leaves room for growth. Words like group, solutions, or advisors really do give you that flexibility. And if you want to explore different industries down the line, your name won't hold you back. Tailor Brands even has a business name generator that can help you brainstorm names that are creative and scalable. Tip number 8 is to make sure it works online. Your business name isn't just what you file with the state. It's also your domain name, your Instagram handle, and your TikTok profile. Before you commit, check whether your name is available as a .com domain. Ideally, you want your website to match your business name exactly. You should also check social media. If your name is taken on Instagram but available on TikTok, that inconsistency can make it harder for customers to find you. The best brands use the same name everywhere. This is another area where Tailor Brands really shines. They bundle domain registration, website building, and branding into their LLC packages, which saves you the headache of tracking all those pieces down separately. Tip number 9 is to use a DBA for flexibility. Remember, your legal business name doesn't always have to match the name you use publicly. You can file a DBA, which is doing business as, and operate under a different name. For example, your legal name might be Whitaker Holdings LLC, but your brand name could be Happy Paws Pet Services. This gives you the flexibility to test different brand ideas without changing your LLC paperwork. If you want to expand into another product line or rebrand without filing your LLC, a DBA is definitely a simple solution. Northwest and LegalZoom both make DBA filings easy if you want that option. Tip number 10, remember that names can be changed. Finally, don't let the pressure of finding the perfect name stop you from moving forward. Yes, it's important to choose carefully, but if you ever outgrow your name or pivot to a new industry, you can change it later. Most states let you file an amendment to update your name, and while it comes with a fee, it's completely doable. If you decide to rebrand in the future, Northwest and LegalZoom can handle the amendment paperwork so your new name is official with the state. Final takeaway here. If you want to check out any of these systems that I talked about, Tailor Brands, LegalZoom, or Northwest, I've left all of those exclusive links down in the description for you. Each of them is super simple and easy to use. You just select what state you're in, where you want to file, and they take care of the rest. So here's the big takeaway. Naming your business is about striking the balance between creativity, compliance, and long-term vision. When you choose the name that meets state rules, avoids legal trouble, and still leaves room for growth, you're setting your company up for success. Don't get stuck chasing the perfect name. Pick one that's solid, protect it, and let your brand grow into it over time. And again, the tools I mentioned, Northwest, LegalZoom, and Tailor Brands, can really just simplify the process for you. Whether you care about privacy, legal protection, or branding support, they can help you. So choose the one that best fits your needs. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for your support. It really just helps us to continue to create free content just like this. That wraps up the 10 tips for naming your LLC or corporation. Start with the legal basics, check availability, and avoid restricted words. Then think about branding, make it short, memorable, flexible, and available online. And remember, you don't have to get it perfect the first time. You can always rebrand or use a DBA if your business grows in new directions. I know naming your business can feel overwhelming. It's the identity of your company, and it feels like there's a lot of pressure to get it right. But once you follow these steps, you'll feel much more confident about moving forward. If this video helped, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. This channel is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs cut through the confusion of starting a business so you can focus on building something you're proud of. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.